I'm Rick.
I'm John.
I'm Jay.
And this is the Mentally Compromised Podcast.
So it's been a while. Here we are.
It has been a little
Yes,
bit.
it's been a few days.
Episode 2, finally. It's been about a month since we recorded last.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So, but we're finally back. We've all been, in one way or another, a little bit physically compromised for the last month, as you see.
This is exactly true for myself. Let me come over to the camera a little bit more.
Yeah, John and his sling.
My sling and my arm surgery. Yeah, that's
Multiple arm surgeries.
That could have been prevented, basically.
That's not untrue
Yeah.
either.
Because we don't listen to what the doctor said.
No.
So, all right, let's start with our toast.
Yes, after toast.
Episode 2.
Cheers.
Oops, I don't worry about it.
Already spilling.
Mentally compromised.
Physically compromised. And Jay
That is
spilled
good.
it all over me.
That's okay.
That's okay.
That's all right.
Napkins are full.
So yeah, we got a nice new banner in the back.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, thank you, Jay.
Oh.
That looks awesome. I love it. It's perfect.
Thank you, Kurt,
Yeah,
for the logo.
Yeah.
Kurt's logo. That amazing. So yeah, looks great.
So they were here this past weekend.
I
yes.
do know this.
Yeah. My granddaughters had a birthday party, and she came home. They came home to meet them for the first time. So that was nice. We had a nice big cookout that John was a no-show for.
Yeah, I was. I was not feeling it. I was.
Why wasn't it you weren't feeling? Oh, because you didn't follow instructions.
The first time.
The first
surgery.
First time. I'm following instructions. Kind of the second time. But it's I was not feeling right, and I do wish I was there. So hopefully I'll be able to meet you, Kurt, and see Steph again. So
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was good.
It was funny because Steph, she sent me a message, and it was from like 13 years ago. Me, you, and Steph went to see the Avengers.
what's funny is that I got the same memory that they pop up in Facebook.
Well, the reason I bring it up though is because Steph was like, "Is this the same John B that you're doing the podcast with?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "I guess I have met him."
13 years. I couldn't believe that. And I couldn't even remember that day at all. I was trying to think of.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Yeah, exactly.
And we weren't even really mentally compromised then.
No, not to the point.
No,
there
not
today.
at all.
No.
So, yeah, where are we going with this?
Well, no, we're talking
Talk
about.
about how you had a cookout this weekend.
Oh yeah, cookout was good. Now Memorial Day weekend's here.
It is.
Yes.
Of course, everybody will see this after Memorial Day, but I mentioned to you guys a little earlier, I have a pet peeve about Memorial Day.
Okay.
So you guys know, obviously, there's 3 military holidays, right?
Is that
Veterans Day, Memorial Day, and
is it Flag Day?
Armed Forces Day.
That's right. Armed
So
Forces Day.
Armed Forces Day is for people currently serving and still wearing the uniform.
Okay.
is that an actual holiday?
It is. Well, it's not a recognized holiday,
Being
but
federal.
It's a military holiday.
I mean, it's also like May is also Military Appreciation Month. I don't think everybody knows that.
I did not know.
I do because of the massive amount of spam emails I get from work all day. Yes.
Yeah, and then Veterans Day. Of course, we all know what Veterans Day is.
Yes.
So anyway, I was saying I have a pet peeve. It drives me crazy when I'm driving around town, and I see a sign that says "Honoring all those who serve." I'm like, it's a great message, and that's appreciated.
Well, that's the thing, right?
But that's a Veterans Day or an Armed Forces Day message. It's not, Memorial Day is not about, like, as a veteran, I never want to be thanked for my service on Memorial Day. Maybe I'm an ass for that, I don't know, but
Well, I get where
it's
you're
just,
coming
it's not about me. It's about the people who never made it home,
Lost their lives.
lost their lives.
Fighting for this country. I
Yeah,
get that.
whether during the battle, even the ones who have, veterans that have lost it since, they still get honored for Memorial Day. But yeah, it's just always been a pet peeve of mine.
Well, it's the climate we live in, right? It's just everything has to be noticed and said, and everyone has to be included. So if they say, to the people that lost their lives, maybe they feel that they're offending others that are still involved
That's a
in
big
fighting for the
thing.
country today. I don't know, but I agree
Everybody's
with what you're
offended.
saying.
Yeah.
Everybody's offended.
I'm not. It's hard to offend me. I'm pretty unoffendable. So anyway, I got that off my chest.
I get it. And seriously though, to all who have lost their lives, we're here doing this podcast, enjoying some beers for all these people that did, as you put it, not come home after they fought for our country. So,
Right.
to all you guys, I appreciate you and thank you.
That's cheers number 2. All right, so let's talk about John's arm.
All right,
It is the episode.
This is right. This is
Start from the beginning, John.
No, the beginning.
Tell us how it happened.
I will. And thank you, Jay, for putting me on point.
That's what I'm here for. I'm just the jester on the side here.
So yeah, I was working on the back deck, not even working on it. I noticed that the stairs, there was a problem with it. There was a gap, things didn't look right, so here I am thinking that I can just lift it up to take a good look at what ended up being nothing truly important. And I tore my bicep tendon, and it did not feel good initially. It did, as soon as it popped, I was in agony. So quickly, get my orthopedic involved, got me in, had a nice surgery. Fixed, beautiful, standard. It was only about a 45-minute, maybe an hour surgery, no problem. He's done it in his sleep, he tells me. So I'm resting the week after. Getting through days were tough early, but as the week went on, I was feeling pretty good, and it wasn't because of medication. I just felt like I got into the next level, and hopefully my recovery was going to be pretty quick. So I'm still in a sling. It had a splint wrapped just in this bandage, just enough to keep it semi-immobile. But what I found out is that I could make it mobile.
That doesn't sound good.
No, I reached out to kind of guide my dog to where she had to go to the bathroom, and I just went too far. And as soon as I hit another level, the surgery that he did just popped, and I felt the same exact pain that I did when it happened originally with the actual tendon. And so my wife hears me scream, because it was not like ouch type of thing, it was a scream. She comes running down, and what? I think I retore my bicep tendon. So we immediately call the orthopedic. Luckily they were still open. I was able to get an appointment on Monday, and within a week or so they did an MRI, and it was confirmed that I retore the surgery that was done, and as crazy as it might seem.
I do find it kind of funny. You never mentioned. I don't think you ever mentioned the dog was the one that pulled it the second time. I was under the impression that you were just doing things you shouldn't have been doing.
Well, it was this motion, right? I mean, this isn't going this far. Put too much stress on the new tendon. It's like I guess it's some sort of pulley or elastic system that they use. But anyway, it wasn't ready for that, and I could actually stretch it out. So she didn't actually pull me. I shouldn't have been walking the dog. Is the first thing I knew I shouldn't have been doing. But I just felt good, and I didn't even have it in the sling, and all that played a part in it. Just thinking I'm feeling good, and well, anyway. So here we are.
She'll take out one of those cords.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So we have a little mascot running around.
Yeah, my dog Emma, she's running around. You may see her snout pop up every once in a while with a ball.
She's really trying to get John to play.
Yeah, she is.
So you were holding the leash with that arm?
No.
Oh.
No. Holding it with the left.
Oh, all right.
But I was reaching to I was going to kind of pull the leash this way because she had got into some brush.
Gotcha.
And she does this, and it's normal. But again, not thinking, not having a sling, feeling good. It just was natural to stretch. And when believe me, I shouldn't have been even out there with the dog. That's the what I learned from that. So anyway, again, all confirmed. So this is all within, I think it was almost exactly 30 days between surgeries.
Damn.
So they got me in, and this one was a 3+ hour surgery, not a 45-minute quick. He's told me that he did it what was called old school. So now instead of just one small incision on my forearm, I have an incision about 6 inches that goes up my inner elbow here, and one up here and one down here, because they had to come in this way to retie it to the bone. He took out everything that he did. He took it out, and then he moved the site of the attachment up. So I still have the old attachment site that has no bone. It's been drilled a little bit, and it's amazing how strong your bones are. They just don't have a weak point, right? That they're just gonna snap on their own. But he says it was a really hard surgery for him, but it was successful. So
Good.
now we're 2 weeks past that day, and my pain is just awful. But
Still.
I'll figure it out. I'll get through it.
You'll get there. By the end of
But
summer.
yeah, so I'm going to be physically compromised. I think at least through July, probably, and then I'm going to start physical therapy in about a month. I guess we'll see where I'm at then, but I don't expect to do anything, and I mean anything, because I don't want this. It cannot happen again.
No.
I'm done. Right?
Right.
I just have to live with it, which I didn't even know people live with this.
Oh, really?
It's funny you mention that. I'm in the bowling league I'm in on Friday nights, the summer league. It was me and my friend John, and we started this league. We joined this league like 3 years ago, and it's a three-person team. So they assigned us this guy Dan, who comes up here. He lives in Florida. He has a house in Florida for the winter. He comes up here. He's got a house on Bowdish Lake, on 44 in Chepachet. And he comes up here for the summer. So we joined this league and he's put on our team. Last year, he was moving. He sold his house in Florida. He was moving to a different house. He said he was lifting something, and he said just his bicep just popped, and he said he had a big bulge here. Didn't have surgery. He'll show you. He goes, I have no pain anymore. He goes, I can use it normally. He goes, but I flex, and his like bicep is like up here, and he's got
They call it a Popeye on him.
It's gross, yeah.
Oh.
So what's strange about that is that he's 100% right. When I first ripped it, 1 hour, and that was it. And then I started feeling okay. I'm like, wow, this doesn't
Weird,
hurt.
yeah.
Did they really tear it? Maybe I just strained it. I mean, I couldn't tell. It was strange. The skin was all crumpled up. It was weird. But so I kind of really had a feeling I did that. But yeah, within an hour, I was feeling like, oh, this isn't too bad. And I worked and everything until my first surgery. So it's just a strange sensation.
Yeah, I guess depending on how it tears, whether you need surgery or not, because this guy didn't need surgery. The doctor's like, no, you'll be fine. He's like,
Well, yeah.
He goes, my bicep's up here. He goes, you'll be fine.
Well, my orthopedic said that. You want to get it fixed? And I looked at him like dumbfounded. What do you mean?
Who
you
would
wanna
say
get it
no?
fixed?
Who would say no?
You have to ask that? He said, yeah. He says only about 50% of the people actually get it fixed, especially if they tore their non-dominant arm. But, I'm a righty, so I need this thing, and I can barely write as it is now.
I bet. But you've been going to work and stuff, right?
I have been working. Taught myself left mouse usage.
Oh.
I do a lot of, thank God, the technology is there. I do a lot of speech-to-text emails, so that helps me to at least work at my normal pace, because I am a little bit slower, but it still works. So I'm glad I'm able to still do that. But I know some of the people that are listening, but you better not go overboard. Especially my wife tells me this, my sister, mother, of course, everybody. And I know, but they also know it's not me. To go to zero is
I'm the same way.
even 50%.
Yeah, I would have a hard time with that as well. I can't be laid up doing nothing. I've got to be busy.
Yeah, I can't sit still
No.
at all.
So what's up with this? There's some surgery you were talking about?
I was supposed to have surgery on my foot.
So what's wrong with your foot?
I have bone spurs. Bone spurs, and then I ended up canceling the surgery, or they canceled it on me. I forgot what lie I told to get out of it.
You didn't want to do it.
I didn't lie to do it. It did get canceled, but no. Once after it hasn't hurt in months.
Okay.
So it doesn't hurt anymore.
Well, that's good.
And my wife yelled at me, "You still got to get it done." But it doesn't hurt. There's nothing going out. I don't. And they said I have to be laid up for like 4 to 6 weeks. I have to stay off my feet. And I'm like, I'm not sitting on a couch for 6 weeks.
No,
That's. I don't think we can make that many podcasts. So, yeah. It's tough getting old, man. Everything hurts, you know.
Yeah, well, I'll agree with that. As you get older, like as soon as I hit my 40s, I tore my ACL
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
playing
that.
softball. I was a pitcher,
yeah.
and it was a co-ed tournament down in Warwick, and this girl hit a shot. It bounced in front of me, and it was going over my head. I jumped up, grabbed it. When I landed, I turned to throw to first base, and boom,
Ooh.
pop, and I went right down. Yeah, it's.
I forgot about that.
I can't. I don't know what that feels like, but I know what the knee surgery is, and I don't wish that pain on my friend. The first 2 to 3 days, I remember Melissa, she'd help me get into the bathroom. I'm in tears by the time I get there because it just hurt so
Yeah.
bad.
Was it Achilles or knee?
ACL.
Oh, ACL.
knee.
I thought you said
Yeah.
Achilles. Damn.
And yeah, I couldn't. I was on the couch. I had to sleep on the couch for 6 to 8 weeks. I couldn't move, couldn't do anything. It was horrible. Horrible.
A lot of PlayStation, though.
Oh, definitely. And then I think that was right when I turned 40. Then I think 4 years later, 44 or 45, I ruptured my Achilles just from running. I would run, and then by a mile, 1.5, 2, I'd just have so much pain.
Yep.
And I went and had it checked out, and the doctor said, he goes, you tore your Achilles, but he goes,
Okay, so we're back from our technical difficulty of the four-legged kind.
sorry.
That's puppies. It's all right. I think we're talking about your Achilles.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
The second surgery I had. So, like I said, before we were really interrupted by Anna, it was like a pain from running. After a mile or two, I'd get real pain in my Achilles. I had it checked out, and he's like, yeah, you tore your Achilles, but he was from the inside out. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, picture the neck of the guitar. Cut the strings on the inside and the outside stay intact. He goes, that's what happened. Your Achilles tore inside, and all that scar tissue, as it healed, started building up. So I had this huge bulge.
Oh my God.
On my Achilles. Yeah.
Wow.
That one wasn't as bad as the ACL. The ACL still, I'd never want to use that. But Achilles, for 4 to 6 weeks, I couldn't even put any pressure on it. And that was a long recovery too.
That's crazy.
All my 40s. As soon as they hit 40, things just started breaking.
Wait till you hit 50 soon. Then you got a couple more years.
Oh, he's 48. I didn't know that. He's 70.
Yeah, he's the baby.
Yeah.
He's the baby. So maybe that's why he doesn't like real drinks.
I like baby drinks. I'm semi-manly drink.
Oh, yeah.
It was Sam Adams. I mean,
Cherry wheat. That's a very manly
don't
beer.
make me buck. I'll tell you that.
All right. Well, whoa.
I tried to.
We have our trusty sidekick with us today.
Yeah, Destructo.
Yeah, the squeaky dog. All right. Well, so episode 2, man.
Physically compromised.
The mentally compromised, physically
Yeah,
what do you say?
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Now we know who's mentally compromised this episode.
Yes.
He was the first one.
Yes.
I think Ray's. Ray.
Wow. Who's Fred?
Who's Fred?
I think he's behind you. Is he the new guy, the fourth?
He must be the fourth guy. He's the brain. He's the brain.
It started with an R.
Too funny. All right. Well, we always got to give a parting toast. Oh, did you do it again?
I have swill in there.
Oh man.
Cheers,
You gotta be kidding me. All right.
Good night, people.
Peace out, everybody. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and tell your friends about us. Even if you think we suck, maybe somebody else won't think we suck. All right.
Good point.
Good night.
There we go.
Emma!